You were the Avatar, and you left us.
Hello, chat. I forgot about the mic. That I turned it off. Blam! Blammo! Here we go. Ultimate bot cam working at it. Yeah, bot cam never disappoints. Boom. Okay. Kakarinko Village, everybody. Like that thumbnail is like mind-blowing crazy. I know, it's crazy, right? Triforce intensifies. That's how Link is feeling at the moment. Alright, we got ourselves a horse. And many good aspirations. Oh yeah, I accidentally clicked on like a reel. Like a short on YouTube. I was well, technically, as for convenience sake, just call it technically. My girl was this weekend raving and ranting about the new Avatar TV show thing on Netflix. So I was like, hey, that's a clip from it. Why does Boomy look so weird? She really hated it, so. But I forgot that, like, audio's on. Like, desktop audio. Imagine a stream where Wily cooks recipes from different Zelda games. That would actually be... Oh, give me a sec. Whoa! I don't know why my stomach is all of a sudden like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh yeah, shit, the bridge is gone here. Painintheass.com. I always forget about that part. I think it's kind of stupid that they don't show it on the map that the bridge is gone. Could have easily added that. Would have been nice. Anyway, it would actually be very cool to do a cooking stream, like a lot of the Zelda foods and other stuff. That would actually be a lot of fun. I've seen some other channels do it, and I think it could be kind of fun to do as a stream at some point. God knows how I would do that though. I have not a clue. Wait, I can blow this up. And then I get loot. Leave me alone! You hellish birds! Whoop. Okay, well, oh wait, I only have the good bombs. But it is what it is. They don't like... They used... two. It was Korra. What do you mean? The tune has Mario 64 in it from the title, from when it was started. Oh yeah, I was watching the entire live action show with my mom, but after seeing what they did in season 2, I just think, never mind, this is ass. Yeah, that's basically what she said as well. She was not super thrilled about season 1, but season 2 definitely ruined it. So I got like a whole info dump on that for a bit. Well, she still has to like properly info dump on it. But I was very tired, so I was like, later, not now. I had 4 hours of sleep, I will die. I will die. Oh! Andrew! Thank you for the 2,000 cop. I have no idea how much that is. How much, like, cop is... Cop to your... Whoa! 50 cents. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Why can I not do that? Wait, where's my streaming software? I need to give this a like. The man demanded it. Yo, YouTube, don't be so slow. Don't be so dog shit. Go live. Wily hits water tempo, yes. YouTube, you're really slow. Hey, look, now I can give it a like. Okay. Let me grab the... Whoop. I loved, like, when I was a kid, especially, and when I was younger, I really liked the bomb arrows in this game. I like that you can just attach things, like the bomb arrow and that Hawkeye mask, to the bow. I always loved that as a kid. I always thought it was so cool. Where do I need to go? Down here, I assume, eh? Yeah, because that's where I see the cheese. Yes! Way. Okay, let me check on my pasta real quick. Before everything burns! Oh, that pasta is done, but I want to overcook my pasta. Okay, now I need to have some sauce, water for the pasta itself. More the better, actually. This needs to go. Get rid of the rest of the water. There's basically no water left in this. Cool. This can just chill here. This needs to be cleaned later on. I'm not going to do any of that now. This can go back in the cupboard. Alright, give me 1 second, buddy. Let me stir this through. Should have added more water, I can already see it. Oh, no. Yeah, I should have added more water to it. It's also too thin. And nothing is going to thicken it now. That ship has sailed, baby! Stupid induction. Oh, look at him! Look how happy Link is! Peak thumbnail. I know, right? It was pretty good. I had a stroke of genius, and I thought to myself, yes, let's do that as the thumbnail. Because funny. Many of those will see this stream. Well, ads. I don't click the ad button, if that's what you were thinking. I can do it. There is a button where I can manually let an ad play, but I basically never press it. So, from what I'm hearing, your new girl is a keeper, Wily? Yeah, she is. She can stick around. Let me see. We need to go the other way around, and we're gonna go all the way to Lake Bed. We're basically just gonna go to Lake Bed Temple at this point. We have nothing else to do. I did not buy the air conditioner because they're all sold out. I need to seize the opportunity either this week or next week-ish to get myself some air conditioning units and whatnot. Kakarinko Village, my favorite. Yeah, it was all sold out. It was all sold out. I wanted to pick one up, but it was all sold out. Yeah, that's why I want to get the... Oh, wait, I can shortcut this. I know the shortcut. What am I doing? I know a shortcut. Shortcut! Whoop! Other way. But now that it's getting less font, now would be the perfect opportunity to... Oh, we cannot go that way with the horse? Okay. Strange choice, Nintendo, strange choice. But now that the heat is lowering, it will give me an opportunity to finally buy the air conditioning unit. But it will probably take like... I expect somewhere at the end of this week I'll be able to get my hands on something. From what I was told by the people in stores. Because they said it is crazy town. I think Giant Buffalo speaker for OOT Remake 2 should make sound great for stream. What do you mean? But audio goes through digital. There's no speaker in between. Hey, Guyord! Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I remember this part. Okay, let's kill them all. I know you get a reward for killing them all. I just hate how Link never targets what you want to hit. Come on. Where's the last one? Wait, let me grab the bow real quick, because this... Whoop. Whoop. There's one more. There's more. Where is he? Where is he? I was about to say, you get a reward from this. I can remember that. Clear as day. Wily's looking for the One Piece. Yeah, it's the One Piece. Buck Fitty! Buck Fitty! Stop. That is hot enough. Oh, I shouldn't have done this one. Stick to it. That's crazy. Okay, now we add a little bit of the sauce. Sauce. Rendition that I made recently of this same dish. No aircon needed here, just step outside. Step outside. Oh, fuck, I'm dying. Chat, call 911 now, I'm dying. I got myself an ant. Everybody in chat, type ant. Or however you want to spell ant. Spell ant. I always wondered why Link was left-handed. I don't know either, but it was always the case, yeah. For some weird reason. Where's my cool outfit? I love how the Zora armor looks in this game. Also, I love the fact that I can walk full speed. No matter where I am. 20 bucks. 20 quid. Oop. Brazil mentioned 1-1 currently. Ooh. 911? Yeah, my dog is sick. I mean, doesn't know what, and I don't know what to do. Oh, not your poor pet. I'll be everybody's. I'm like a pet doctor. I live rent-free on your TV screen, or phone, or iPad if you come from the year 0. Yeah, being slowed down by the boots was the most annoying thing about it, probably. But the fact that this version solves it by just allowing fast walking and just being like, I don't care what everybody thinks. Fantastic. Is the food tasty? Yes, it is. I just needed more cream cheese because the sauce is not really saucing. It was sucked up by everything instead of actually becoming a sauce, so. Alright, everybody, Lake Bed Temple, my least favorite location in this game. Because while I love the Zora armor and everything about it, I do not like Lake Bed Temple that much. Lake Bed is poo-poo. Hop. Lake Bedu Temple, here we go! Hopefully I can solve it just as fast as I could with every other dungeon so far. I'm actually curious, now that I'm looking at it, what does the text up here say? Because this is Hylian, or something close to it. This text here. What does that text say? I bet somebody translated it at some point. Yeah, Ocarina of Time was worse. But that's also because the final boss of the Water Temple is such a pushover in Ocarina of Time. It's crazy. Food. Let me just run. Running is... Oh, wait. Whee! Whee! Yep. Hit the ground running. These things are at least a lot less annoying in Twilight Princess. Money! Chat, money! Google it, maybe? I'm playing A Link to the Past, and I have to say I don't understand the hype. Well, you gotta also remember, like, the time frame in which A Link to the Past came out, and compare it to that to an extent. I think A Link Between Worlds is a lot more fun. I like A Link Between Worlds more than A Link to the Past. Let me Google this. Okay. Aha. I found somebody's WordPress website. Alright. Lake Bed Temple entrance. What does it say? Nothing very exciting, unfortunately. The first 5 rows are simple. The English alphabet, which is albeit very useful as a translation key if Nintendo hadn't already provided us with one. So the first 5 rows, just like this, are translate. Yeah. Basically, the text you see at the entrance is just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's just the alphabet. And the final row of letters says R, O, T, H, K. So the text at the entrance of Lake Bed is basically, essentially meaningless. Yeah, A Link to the Past was just very revolutionary back then. But, like, A Link Between Worlds certainly sped up the pacing and opened the world up a lot. I'm a much bigger fan of that game than... Uh-oh, the big jellos. Why big jelly beans? Oh, Link, almost. You saw that? Yeah, arguably kind of disappointing that that was just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Because we already have, like, an official translation for Hylian in this game. Like, Nintendo gave that to us. Already have a bunch of good shit. Arrows! I'm actually replaying A Link Between Worlds currently, and it's good. Also, restart of Tears of the Kingdom is very slow, though, and already know that I'm not going to do all side quests and shrines. Yeah, fair. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom still wouldn't draw me. I'd be down for replaying Breath of the Wild, kind of, but that's it. Zelda 2 is just torture. That's all it is. Everybody knows. Look how big this one is. Link, can we stop being like, I am stutter stepping. Whoop! Oh yeah, we gotta do this 100 times. I hope I don't get lost too much, because that's always my problem with water temples. I just get lost. Nintendo always designs their water temples like multi-layered, intricate things, you know, and I just, Zelda the Unholy Trinity. Zelda 2, Triforce Heroes, and Skyward Sword. Facts. I think out of all the Zelda games that were ever made, I think Triforce Heroes is the one game that I literally care the least about. Everybody knows I'm not a massive Skyward Sword fan, but at least Skyward Sword had good things going for itself. And I have passion for the things I dislike about it. But Triforce Heroes is such a, oh yeah, that game exists. Four Swords Adventures and Four Swords is 100 times more memorable in my opinion. Oh yeah, these things. I love these things. I always thought they were very funny. Saw that? I was just bullying him. That man got embarrassed. Tech tight. Dead. Tech tight. Dead. Both Wild games are like the Lord of the Rings movies. Replay them once every year, but that's it. Nah. I don't know, Tears of the Kingdom, I just don't care. I just don't care. I think it will take like a very long time before I would ever consider playing Tears of the Kingdom again. Because honestly, my interest in it is so low. Bomb plus arrow go brrr. What you eating? I'm eating pasty. It is broccoli, broccoli, ground beef, cream cheese for the base of the sauce, but I needed more cream cheese, so it doesn't really have that much sauce. And then I just added salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian herb seasoning, which the cream cheese also had. I made this... When did I make this? Recently. I made this recently as well. I think Friday. And that one was arguably better because it had more sauce. This one is lacking a bit in sauce. Hey Riley, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in the Hellish Water Temple. Can you see this? You see this? You see it? I do not want to be here. It's my least favorite dungeon in this entire game. The lizard men. I love how the lizard men in this game sound like cats, like lions. Wily talks about Tears of the Kingdom the same way I talk about Sonic Frontiers, and I'm a freaking Sonic addict. You know, when I originally played Sonic Frontiers, I thought, hey, maybe this could finally be a 3D Sonic game that is worth somebody's time. And then I heard it was awful when it actually came out. Because I only tried the demo, you know. Like way back at E3. Way back in a different era. Aaron, how can you like the Lakebed Temple? Nintendo has said in interviews that they specifically put it in the game to mess with people. No, that's not actually true, but would be funny. There is actually a way you can clip through here, and then you can just immediately go to the boss and skip the entire temple, but ain't that cool. Sorry for being a bit late. Was reading. I love Amy. Also, Lakebed is really cool. No, Lakebed is not cool. Lakebed is stupid. I don't like Lakebed. Well, I know Sonic fans can be quite intense. I don't know if I would call them ungrateful, but... It's not like Sonic Mania got any complaints, to be honest. Which I understand, because Sonic Mania was actually kind of fun. The knife child is my spirit animal. Which knife child? You mean Malin? The tiny little baby child who is very scary in this game. Where does this go? To attack type. Dead. Give me this garbage. Let me in. Well, yeah, the cool thing about Sonic Mania was that it was just made by fans, you know, and Sega was just like, sure. Arguably, that's like a W mindset that Nintendo should have as well. Favorite weapon? I think I would have to say the bow. I think the ball and chain is a really fun weapon in this game. Even though you don't really use it that much. But I just love the bow with the hawk eye. You know, that it has like a scope and you can like zoom in and snipe people from a distance. I really like that. We never saw it again afterwards. It's, as far as I remember, this is like the only game that has that. Which is such a shame. Because I quite like the sniper rifle bow, you know? It's a really cool concept in my opinion. And the ball and chain is just spin to win, kind of. Ow. Die. I don't know if it was Sega, but the Sonic YouTube channel even shouted out a video made by Terminal Montage. Uh-oh, is this the weird chicken woman? The Hawkeye thing in this game is fantastic. I love the fact that you can use it as a scope. It's weird that the sniper bow is not in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Well, you have like the other bow variant that has a flatter trajectory. But that's kind of it. Aside from that, there's no like sniper bow. Even though everybody wants it. I hate it when I mistime that. Again, I can't go through here. I need like water. Yeah, some bows have a slightly bigger zoom, like a stronger zoom, and they have a flatter shot curve. which makes them better for long distance shooting. A lot of the Rito bows are like that, but they aren't like the Hawkeye bow in this. Which is literally just a bow with a, like, 8 times zoom scope. Which is a really cool concept. I'm already confused. Alright, I can't go in here. Wait, maybe if I go to the complete opposite side. What is the other door? That one requires a key, right? Darn, foiled once again. There's not a handle here. What if I go to the lower floor? What is exactly on the lower floor? Is there is there any door I can go through on the lower floor? Not really gonna get far here. I can go through here. Where does this lead me? Out? No, it shouldn't. I can't go through here either. Darn the water wheels. The OG's weapons just had some creativity put into their design. Ooh. What if I walk all the way around? Can I then reach it? Nope. Is that even open? Looks like it. If I do this. Ow. I hate that I can't roll up those stairs. Yeah, that's just back out. Alright, the confusion has begun, ladies. We have started officially. Wily is starting to get confused. What if I just go down here? What is here? Is there something here that is relevant? I don't think so, but... yeah, there are like 100 of those horrendous little fish. Marshu remake would be cool. True. When are they finally remaking the best Zelda games? No, you're not getting hours of complaining. Just a little bit. Again, nothing. Do you want help? No, let me just roll around a bit. Half the issue with this place are elevated by playing... are elevated by paying attention to the map, to be honest. Yeah, none of this shit makes sense already. I don't have the hookshot, so I can't get up there. This dungeon sucks. Who designed this horrendous piece of shit? Every time I do like a water temple in like a Zelda game, I'm like, who playtested this? Clearly nobody. Or only the people who came up with it, you know? Oh my god, Brighton Mel, I can remember that cameo. Because I only ever did one cameo. Because I felt way too uncomfortable about it. But I'm glad you liked it. I really do. You're like one of the only person, like I can remember their request and everything. It was for your birthday, if I remember correctly. Like one of your parents asked me about it. Basically asked me for it. And I was very self-conscious about it. But I'm glad you liked it. Ain't the hero of Legend basically the Chuck Norris of the Legend of Zelda universe? Maybe. How the fuck? How does this work? How do I get anywhere? But it's good to hear that you liked it. I can remember that. I can remember that. I can remember that. Like pretty, like clear as day actually, which is kind of crazy. I was very self-conscious about it. I was like, You know, that's why I also kind of stopped doing cameos shortly after. Because I was like, I can't really do this. I'll overthink it way too much. Where do I need to go? This dungeon sucks. Whoever says that this place is great should really jump off the cliff. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Is there anything here? Let me go. Is there anything down here? Nah. Oh my god. No, it's not my English that necessarily made me like a bit too self-conscious about it. Dr.Wily, when looking at the map, I've been constantly looking at the map. This place just makes no sense at all. There are 3 routes and none of them lead anywhere. Yo, can we climb up, Link? I have a video of my reaction, actually. It took me a second to realize it was you, and I still have the video, too. Hell yes, brother. Hell yes. Actually, that video of you reacting to it, either of your parents, I think, sent it to me as well. Because I can remember that as well. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure of it. Well, look at the map. It'll all make sense. Except it doesn't at all. Because none of this shit makes sense. This entire dungeon should be deleted. I'm just going to look up what I need to do. Because you could put the stairs in 3 positions. So try all those positions. No, there are 2 positions. What do you want about with 3 positions? There is no 3rd position. It does not exist. Does not exist. Because there's like a thing there, there's a thing here, and there's a thing there. What if I place it here? And that door leads to nowhere, if I remember correctly. Right. Oh no, it does. This is, oh, finally. Jesus. Come here. I'm so not excited about the water temple as well. I've had so many playthroughs of Ocarina of Time where I was just enjoying myself a lot, and then Jabu Jabu's belly began, and I was just like, ah, oh, for fuck, you know, I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. And then I would put the controller down and be like, oh, and then I would just not finish that run. I've had that so many times. I think I've actually, like, the amount of times that I've just put down a Zelda game because I got to the water temple and I was like, I could not be bothered, is a lot. This was on, like, later playthroughs when I had already beaten them, you know? But I bet on my original GameCube cartridge of this game, there will be a save file, which is at Lake Bed. Yeah, but Emmy, I think you're underestimating how much I think you're underestimating how much I play video games for fun, not to do things I don't want to do. I have this with every game. If it's like, oh yeah, wow, do you want to do this in World of Warcraft? Well, first you gotta do this single daily quest, 250 times. I'm already gone. I'm not even doing that daily quest once. As soon as I encounter anything in a video game that I actively despise and do not enjoy, I always have like a realization moment, like 10 minutes in, like, Why am I doing this? I'm here to have fun. There are 3,000 video games I have not played yet. There are so many movies I've not watched yet. There are so many cartoons and other things that I've not watched yet. Albums that I haven't listened to. I'm not doing this. And then I just walk away. I do this with every game. Everything. If it's mediocre or just not that fun, I don't do it. I'm not even sure whether I will finish Hogwarts Legacy because it's becoming too repetitive. And samey and kind of boring. So I might actually move on from that as well, because again, there are like 50,000 other things that I want to do. No, I think the grand scale puzzles in a lot of Zelda games are like horrendous. The water temple is too overcomplicated, and they always mess it up. How you guys been so far? I've been doing good. Not bad. Oh, welcome, Mott. I hope your day went well. I hope it all went well. Nah, that's kind of how it works, Fight the Bee. If I think if I think there's a section that I just find annoying and not fun, then I just stop. That's how simple it is. It's just like, the amount of people that have said to me, no, you should watch this one show because it's like really good, but you have to get through the first 2 seasons because those are not that good and they're slow paced and they're horrendous. But then at season 3, it will finally get good. Cool, I'm not watching it. I'm not going to subject myself to like X amount of time where I'm just not really invested, interested, or enjoying myself to get to the good part. I just don't do it. Again, I could watch that first season or the first 2 seasons and really bite through it and then finally get into it. It doesn't have to be perfect the first 2 seasons, but they need to be enjoyable. And I've had so many shows where people said, the first season is like kind of bad, but you just have to get through it. I don't do that. Why? Because I have probably 20 other movies that I want to watch, 30 other TV shows I need to watch, 10 albums I haven't listened to, an entire backlog of like 5 years of video games that have been released that I've not played yet. That's the reason why I don't do that stuff. I mostly focus on the stuff that I find fun. Because I hate doing shit that I don't find fun. Are you stuck? Probably. But like, what is 95% of the game is good? Like 5% of it is boring. You just won't play it? The chance that I'll just like kind of stop there is pretty big, yeah. Welcome in the world of media excess, Fight the Bee. You either impress me with a very good score, or I ain't staying. Either you are like Obsession, the movie, the recent movie that came out was such a big hit, everybody, massive review scores, etc., etc. Or, I'm not going to waste my time on a welcome to another Thor Ragnarok, or whatever the stupid movie, 60th version. I don't watch mediocre shit. I don't play mediocre shit. It has to be 8 out of 10 or I'm not staying. I am straight the fuck up leaving. Yes, very much so. That is harsh as hell. Harsh as hell. But that is very much how I watch things and play things nowadays, because there is too much. But I have no idea where the hell I'm supposed to go again. Who designed this fucking hell? I'm supposed to do something with this, I think, but I can't remember what. Wait, I have a key? Oh yeah, I have a key. You're right. Ow. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but lately I charm my vibes away over quality. Yeah, but that is also quality. Like, quality doesn't mean it is made with a $500 billion budget by a team of 3,000 people. It can literally be an indie game with a fun little premise. It doesn't have, like, budget or time or team size or stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily influence whether I find it fun or whether it is good. How did you do that back in the day when media access was less? I played through the media that I got. That's how it worked back in the day. So like the games I got is what I had, you know? But nowadays, with media access, the reason why I do it this way as well is because I could spend my time on 6 out of 10 experiences or 5 out of 10 experiences. But that way I will also miss out on a lot of stuff that's coming out that's like a 10 out of 10 experience. So I just don't have the time for it, you know? Like, there's too much, so I have to be picky. I've watched every season of The Boys, and season 4, I was just like, you know what? This was actually not worth it. And even though it is the final season and the finale, oh, you have to watch. I'm not watching season 5. I'm not watching the ending of The Boys, because season 4 was shit. I'm not going to waste my time on the potential, you know, sunk cost fallacy. Maybe season 5 will be better. No. Not doing it. Not watching it. I watched, like I saw for like 2 seconds what happened to Homelander at the ending, and that's it. Aside from that, don't care. Not enjoy my time with something, even if it's kind of messy. Yeah, but especially in the scenario you're sketching right now, it matters a lot, in my opinion, to be picky. It matters a lot to be picky, especially in what you're describing. Because they're like, wow, I have 5 hours this week. Wait, I need to go to that side. I need to be there. What the hell? How do I get there? Wait, I can just walk around. But especially if I have like 5 hours a week to like watch something or experience something, those 5 hours are going to be spent on quality. Like I kind of want to look at something that I truly find interesting, and also where there is a decent all-around consensus of it being good. But I just wanted to come here and say thank you and keep doing what you're doing, because now I'm writing my own show and making games. You helped me light that spark, so thank you. No problem. That's actually really good to hear. I find that a lot of fun. I've been hearing lately a lot of people who were like, I grew up on your content and it really inspired me, or it's very nostalgic and stuff like that. And that's very fun to hear. And it's good to be creative. Life is too short not to be. And life is long enough also to make mistakes. So if you do a cool little creative endeavor or project and it doesn't pan out or exactly as you wanted it, or it's not as good as you wanted it to be, there's always next time. Do you like Majora's Mask Water Temple or the Ocarina of Time Water Temple more? To be very fair, there's not a water temple that I like. Oh, whoops. So honestly, kind of none of them. Oh, wait. Hey, Link the Great! I'm not particularly picky for stuff that isn't romance. One of my favorite games is basically a tech demo for a 3D platformer. Yeah, but that's fine. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care whether the budget is $100 million or $100. It is just, is it worth my time? You know, I could fill all my 3 hours consuming Marvel content, which is the same shit over and over and over and over again. All those movies kind of feel the same, they all blend together, etc., etc. Is that worth my time? No. Is the budget of those movies and the production quality massive? Yes. For example, if I could choose between watching Marvel movies or watching the new Spider Noir. Like, I think it's a TV show, technically, not a movie. TV show with, like, Nicolas Cage. The chances of me watching, especially because I've heard that it's pretty good, and the reviews are good, and even, like, user reviews, like, normal people say that it's good, I would rather watch Spider Noir than try to, because I haven't seen all of them, try to watch all the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Because I think Spider Noir, in a lot of ways, is a more interesting premise. And I know if I watch all the other Spider-Man movies, I have to watch 20 other movies in order to get all the references, because that's how Marvel does it. They get you stuck in an infinite loop of watching mediocre films that tie together, and sometimes you get a really good one, like the first Doctor Strange movie. The first Doctor Strange movie was amazing. But is that really worth my time? Well, I could also consume a bunch of other games, movies, TV show, or media that is more interesting. That's why I would, for example, watch Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage, because I think the premise is a lot more interesting. I think the fact that there's a color and a complete black and white, a true noir style version of it, which I would watch it in black and white, because I think that's cooler. And, you know, that's a more interesting premise to me. You can always rewatch the same story or the same video game or the same thing over and over and over. I haven't watched anything Marvel since Endgame either. And even, like, Endgame, I was just kind of, because, like, it was a whole thing and it was fun. But still, Endgame did not make me encouraged to be like, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel movies so I can get all the obscure... I don't care. Like, just kill me, thanks. I don't know, there's so much media, I'm very picky about it. I'm just very picky about it. Though I genuinely think it's worth occasionally trying things that seem less acclaimed because it doesn't vibe with most demographics. Also, Marvel films suck and only stuff I care about was Spider-Verse. Ow, I find you so annoying sometimes. Okay. Yeah, no, like, again, you can also try stuff that is less acclaimed. 100%. I just want an interesting experience. I don't want to play the 6,000th RPG farmer game that is similar to Stardew Valley. I've been there, done that. You know? That's just what I mean. Again, quality, size, etc. doesn't matter to me. I'd rather play... I would just want interesting new novel experiences. And not... Wow... Did you see they remade Lion King for the seventh time? Do you want to see it? And I'm like, no. No, why would I watch an inferior version of what I grew up with? No, I'm not going to watch the new Lion King. There's so much garbage nowadays. This is why I need to be very picky, because you could also spend a lot of your time playing and watching things that are mediocre. This is also why I don't play League of Legends, for example, you know? Overall, I'm open to new experiences and smaller teams and etc, etc. But I'd rather just... I know I have to be a bit picky. Because if I'm not picky, I'll just be watching remakes constantly and just mediocre shit. That's kind of the problem. There's so much mediocrity out there due to the amount of stuff that just gets shoveled into the ether. And I'm just not for it. Do I need to be here? Many jelly men here. Let me go back for all time. Yeah, what do you think of South Park so far? Did you start all the way from the beginning? Honestly, another good example, Rick and Morty. It was fun the first couple of seasons. Then it started to go downhill. And I just stopped. I'm not gonna commit more time to watching kind of stuff I've seen before, but done worse. I'm really glad that Smiling Friends, even though I enjoy Smiling Friends a lot, that Smiling Friends as a team, like the creators, are moving away from it and are doing other creative endeavors. They could have made 100 more seasons of Smiling Friends. But boring. Let me just open this chest for it. Yes, I did. It's very good, actually. Yeah. The beginning of South Park's really good. But to be honest, South Park has been consistently pretty decent. Which is arguably rare. I think if I would have to say, like, long-running shows that have consistently been fun and good, I would say, like, South Park and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Those are, I think, the only, like, TV shows that have been, like, going for, like, ages, like 20 years plus, you know, that I think are, like, basically every season is worth watching. Like, like, every season has, like, has merit, you know, there's, like, good. Jesus, he's massive. If anyone's a really weird game to check out, I suggest Pekuni Dreams. South Park is mainly social satire. Yeah, but that's the same with It's Always Sunny. Easily defeated. What the fuck? Edamon! Welcome. But yeah, no, basically my point is, if I'm playing something or I'm trying something and I hear it's absolutely garbage or it doesn't really, like it doesn't have appeal to me, or if I'm playing it and I'm like I'm bored, you know, like I don't necessarily care that much, I'm not that invested, I'm not that enthusiastic about it, not that much passion for it, or like commitment, or I want to get to the next part, oh, what do I get from that quest? Oh, if that doesn't happen, you know, I'm very likely to drop something and just be like, I need something that energizes me instead of... And that's the problem with Hogwarts Legacy. It's becoming too repetitive and too copy-paste with a lot of its stuff. So I'm kind of being like, yeah, I think I've kind of seen everything there is to offer, truly. You know? Wait, what do I need to do? I need to get the water flowing. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I can't climb up here anymore? Link, you suck. Mogwarts? I'm a Mog. Oh, have a key. Yeah, I need the hook shot. Well, the claw shot in this game. It had to be extra like that. I need the Mog shot. I need to Mog max my way to a hook shot. Ow. Boop, 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 boop. Look at him go. Fast little mean. One second, everybody. Claw shot make me spooder, man. Dating NPC for goodness. I didn't. Well, it doesn't surprise me that the Hogwarts Legacy 2 is coming. And to be honest, Hogwarts Legacy, it's not necessarily bad. For the size of the team, it's not bad. It's just that the writing is, like the gameplay is a bit generic sometimes, and the writing is awfully generic. Like very not human. Everybody's like overly nice and polite in a weird way. You know, like an uncanny valley type angle. Yeah, but I need it. I don't have the... I need the claw shot, but I don't have it. Sterile? No, just... Wow, that sounds like a great idea. Of course I would want to be your friend. Let's go. That kind of dialogue. Just climb the ladder. Oh yeah, there's a ladder! Yes, there's a ladder. Mog. You blind ass rat. Blind ass rat. Emmy, quickly ban Emmy now. Give Emmy a time. No, don't do it. It's all good. I don't care. Woohoo! I'm sliding my way down. Sliding my ass down top. Is there anything at the bottom here? Hello? Not really. Hey, there is pots and pans though. Oh, the money. Emmy's blood pressure rises with the water level of this temple. I was being called... There's a chest only has rupees, by the way. Don't come back here. We'll have you know. The rat is a very noble creature. Are we sure about that, chat? Wait, there's a second thing I need to open. Oh yeah, I need to, yeah. I love it when Emmy yells at Wily and he doesn't listen. Of course, I never listen. I'm an independent woman. And I don't need no Emmy. Yay! Now we have lots of water, everybody. Look at the water. Darn. Piece of shit. Quickly, let me squeeze through. Hello, can I squeeze through? Oh, it's broken. I'm on the other side of the down. Quickly, chug. Badland chugs. But what do I do here now? Nothing? Can I climb this? Be kind of fun. No, I can't. Let me have a look. Wily is a misogynist, clearly. Of course. Misogyny is cool, Emmy. Misogyny is for cool people. Everybody knows that. I just need to be there. Or be square. Be there, be square! How doesn't the fairy die of the bottle change? The pressure change when you open the bottle? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How does the fairy work? Video game doesn't make sense. Nintendo. Let's all send complaint letters to Nintendo about various things and then never get a reaction from them because they don't care. That would be pretty cool. Free chest? Oh my god, it's a small key. Mini boss? Already? Okay, we're going through this faster than I thought we would. Ah, the Deku Toad. Or can we not? We cannot access this yet, right? No. I need to. Oh, this is. Oh, of course. This is for the key. Is this for the key? I don't know if this is for the key. Why did I put the fairy in the jar, though? Who put the fairy in the jar, though? The Jardinera. Hup. It is the exit. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, of course. This is the entrance then. Yep. Stay! Boy. Stay. Done. Bad dog. Oh, courage, the cowardly dog. Can we put Wily in the jar? Wily in a jar. Now, $4.99 for a little bit of Wily in your living room. Wily in a jar. You can take it anywhere. To the beach. And that was it. That was all the ideas I had before you can take Wily in the jar. Jar of tomato sauce. Jardinera. Oh my god, it's one of those things. Bye. We run through this water at a speed that is unbelievable. Yeah, now we're here. Cool. Uh-oh, somebody closed the lid! Yes, the Deku Toad. The strangest, ugliest creature. This boss is probably the closest... Well, I wouldn't say the closest, but it's this boss reminds me of like a boss you would see in like a Dark Souls game or something, you know, or like an Elden Ring. Disgusting little creature. Come here, you fiend. Up. Come on. Ah, fuck. How was I too slow for that? Ow. Yeah, also Jabba the Hutt vibes, fair. Uh-oh, here he comes again. Moon! Welcome, Chubby Toad. Ow. Ow. Come on then! Boy, did I log back on just right in time. Well, for the Fat Toad moment. Everybody type Fat Toad in the chat. Type Toad Maxon. Type your favorite fact about toads. Toad fact of the week. Boop. And that was it. Easy. Buckfitty, Luke, Buckfitty, Buckfitty, gang. Buckfitty. We got the loot, baby. Fun fact, don't eat bug. Oh my god, Shane. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. The best item to get. Yeah, the hook shot in this game is a pretty phenomenal thing, though. Oh, especially now that I can just mouse control this. Fantastic. This game keeps on giving. This is even a little detail I never noticed, that this is down here. Fun fact, one day you will have to answer for your crimes, and God may not be so merciful. I encourage him to be not so merciful. Oh, what is this? A tenor. Yeah, the hook shot looks really cool. And it also... I also like the sound of it. Also, this is such an underrated mechanic. This. The fact that you can kind of go up and down. This is such a cool little thing they added in this game. I think, like, the only criticism, in my opinion, that really truly sticks well in... with Twilight Princess, as in a criticism of the game, is the fact that some items are kind of underutilized outside of the dungeons. But that's kind of it. I think that's the only true criticism that sticks. Truly sticks. Because I still think, like, the game looks pretty good. A lot of people always say, oh, it looks too dark. It's just trying to be edgy. No, it is just kind of edgy. It just kind of be like that. Smack you on the bum. Hey, yo, bop. Idiot. Idiot! Have you seen Zelda Multiverse? No, I have not. Even though it's only needed in like 5 places, the going up and down is cool. Yeah, it's a really I think it's such a fun touch. But as always, the biggest criticism of this game is just that some mechanics are underutilized. But I don't think the game looks ugly or is too dark or like all those criticisms, you know? There's nothing here, right? Yeah, no, there's nothing here. I mean, no. I need to get the hell out of here and go. Yeah, there is a bit of item bloat. But I think the biggest, like, the biggest perpetrator of item bloat at the end, where, like, an item just becomes kind of, like, pointless to own. No, we're gonna make that. Like, the only item that truly has that, in my opinion, is the spinner. Yeah, the toad was just a mini-boss. Where am I going? I have no idea, Georg. I don't know this stupid dungeon. You really think I remember this shit? No, of course not. Hey, Golden Eye Weapon. Welcome, welcome. What about the Dominion Rod? Yeah, Dominion Rod as well. Dominion Rod also basically never gets used. It's like great. Like it's like City in the Sky. It's used for a little bit, building up towards it. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. You need to raise your water level. Wait, but now I can get to the chest that was there. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Underrated item spinner. Spin the win. Nee. 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 Bad dog. I have an idea for a joke. Well, if you end up in prison due to it, then you know what you did wrong. Also, horse call is given to you way too damn late, because at that point there's no point. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. That's also very fair criticism. Hello, can we go up? Link. God. The horse call is much too late, yeah. I agree with that. A bunch of Isle statues do use for the Dominion Rod. Yeah, but it's kind of like ham-fisted, you know? As in no true use case. Just kind of like shoved in there, cuz, you know? Oh my god, Linky, you are so smart. You actually made the puzzle to win. I like that one video that guy uploaded where it's like Ocarina of Time, but it's a modern game. It's like, Link, you gotta watch out for it. So anyway, when I was 14, you know, that kind of shit. Hey, Andrew, thank you for the 2,000 cops. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Let me give that a little heart. Where's mine? Oh shit, that doesn't sound okay. What? Little heart. Wait, let me reload this real quick. Yeah, I give it a like. Cool. Love you, Andrew. I think the horse call would be better either after the escort or just at any point before the Master Sword. Any point before the Master Sword, because as soon as you have the Master Sword, the horse becomes useless, because then you can just change into wolf whenever you feel like and just teleport everywhere. Okay, let me... Alright, everybody. My favorite part of the day. Missed. Got him. Missed. Missed. Oh, so close every time. That was it. Oh, that is so, honestly, now that I've tried this, you know, and then aim with a mouse, I really wish there was a way to play Twilight Princess with well, yeah, you can with Dusklight. I'm not gonna. Oh shit! Whoops. We should not trust this man with a real bow. Oh, I have terrible news. Terrible news, Shane. Terrible news. I already own a bow. Already own a bow, baby! 45 pounds! 45? Oh, 37. This one is the lower draw weight one. I still want to get one in a higher draw weight, because 37-pound bow is nothing. This is nothing. Like, this doesn't require any effort on my end. I'm way too strong for this bow. I can easily pull this bow. Like, full draw as well. This bow is too light for me. This is like a bow I bought like a couple years ago. Like as a first bow. But I want to get like a real bow. Like a similar style bow, but with like 55 to 70 pounds of draw weight. Useless, it's a really low draw weight. Well, the draw weight is pretty low, but it does more damage than you would think. Because I've seen what it does with arrows. Please don't keep your bow strung, Doc. No, you can keep this one strung because it's made with horn sinew. It doesn't lose strength at all. It might lose 5% of its power. Like, the draw weight might decrease 5% after years. Years. Because of how this bow is constructed with, like sinew horn. It's just like crossbow limbs that are made with glass fiber. You can just keep them strung forever and they won't lose their power. They won't lose their draw weight, really. And this bow, same story. This bow started off as 37 and it still feels like 37. And I've kept this thing strung for like a year at this point. Also, this bow is more for the show than actually using it. Like I said, I want to get a bigger one. Also, Luke, thank you so much for the 550 buck fitty! For the fitty! Way! I appreciate it. How about you get a crossbow and make a crossbow training IRL in humans? I own like a pistol crossbow. I'd like to get a like bigger size crossbow at some point. But I mostly want to get like a stronger version of this kind of bow, like a horseback recurve horse bow, because this was originally made in Bulgaria. And this was made, as far as I know, I think this is glass fiber, but originally they used like buffalo horns that they would layer and laminate. But this one is made using glass fiber. That's also why you can keep it like keep it strong. I would really like to have that same bow with like twice or 3 times. Well, twice the draw weight. I need to get that exact bow, that kind of design, model, build type, construction material, yada yada yada. But I want it to be like at least 60 pounds, preferably 70 to 80, like a true heavyweight bow. Because I can easily handle the draw weight. I'm strong enough to deal with it. So why they want to do a Willem Tell? Yeah, so who do we use as a dummy? Bulgaria mention? Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, no, wood shouldn't be strung. That is 100% true. Like if you have a steel prod, like a true steel prod, like or bow, like for example crossbows, some medieval crossbow designs use steel. You shouldn't keep those strung because it will destroy them. Same goes for shit, I can't reach that, you for real? I can't grab those. But no, when it comes to like any bow that is like truly completely made of wood or uses steel for the limbs, those cannot. But if they are made with like sinew horn, like a sinew horn build or glass fiber, like a fiber prod, those can be strung like for basically ever, without damaging them. But just know you're right. Go for the vines. I thought Vine was dead. Oh wait, I can just go for the other vines. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, okay, I was not clicking that at all. What the fuck? Sometimes control input of emulators is horrendous. Luke, you're smarter than I am. I actually saw like... Oh, fuck. Stop doing that. I am pressing to the left. God, so annoying. I actually saw the guy who made the bow that I just showed you, like, I think a year ago. But the heaviest draw weight he had was 55 pounds. And that's just not enough. I want like a real high draw weight on it. Like a draw weight that most people would say like, sheesh! A draw weight that a lot of people would not be able to draw back, you know, let alone actually use. I may hate this temple, but I remember most parts of it. Facts, brother. Oh my god! What is happening here? Well, that damages you? Well, it doesn't really. I was about to say. That's not what I said. I have issues with Link doing that even on the Wii. Wait, what? Maybe you should get the Hawkeye mask since you suck at shooting in Twilight Princess. Oh, here the hell it comes. Here it comes, chat. Here it comes. The obligatory Wily. Go to heck. Missed. Go to heck, Wily. No, Link the Great. I will get the Hawkeye mask though, because I love that thing. Whoop. Just die. You foolish swine. Whoops. Let me actually check how much a 70-pound recurve is nowadays. How much is a 70? How much is a 70-pound? Ah, here, yeah. Yeah, then you would think about like a bear paw pentalon, which is Mongolian horsebow, because this is also a Mongolian horsebow. Oh, the heaviest they have is 50 pounds. Again, pretty light draw weights. Yeah, 30 to 50 pound draw weight. Too low though. They're still 300 bucks though. God damn. How much draw weight is this? Again, 45, but this is like a wooden bow. That's not what I want. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find a 70-pound draw weight Mongolian horsebow. Yeah, it was very hot, everybody. How do we stop the world from globaling and doing the warming? I'm just gonna ignore you. You're just gonna stay here and like the water will wash you away. Whoop, whoop. Leave me alone, you oversized guinea pig. No, we just need not a Mongolian and a horse. We need to kill the oil industry. I think that would be like committing suicide. I don't know how smart that would be, to be honest. Unpopular opinion. Lake Bed Temple is one of the best temples across the entire Zelda franchise. Also underwater exploration, wild games. Eat your... No, this sucks, Javier. We're in hell. Wasn't the thumbnail clear enough? Ow. Die. Stupid dog! We gotta get Rayquaza. He'll start around Kyogre from doing the hot and the thunder. We can steal their shells with the claw shot. Can you now? Did I forget about that? No, you can. Okay, slide. Nothing at the bottom there, just some pots and some pans. I will steal their shells from now on, Emmy, and I will collect them for you and bring them to you. This is an offering from the gods. You'll have many shells to create. Oh no! And dead. I went the wrong way. I'll be so hyped if the remake adds more underwater locations to explore. Imagine underwater section in Ganon's castle. I would actually like that, yeah. There's actually, this weekend, I'm bringing out a video about like cut content that I would like to, like cut dungeon content. that I think should be in OOT. So, and I'm also working on like a Sheikah Stone, Gossip Stone video. Ow, ow, ow! Really went through it all there, Link. Get out of here! You're horribly in the way. Yeah, honestly, this Zora tunic is the best Zora tunic design they made, basically, in my opinion. Truly is a gem. I love the look of the Zora armor in this game. Oh, is this where that section is coming? No, we're not at that section yet. Oh, we do get the Skull Knights now. Bye. Idiot. You guys are too easy. I find the lack of water content in Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild a real shame. Yeah, no underwater sections. No nothing. Not even for a second. Yeah, to be honest, Tears of the Kingdom was just kind of disappointing in general. So many cool things that could have been done that were... No, Link, I'm so glad that you decided to roll through. So great. Where do I need to be? Where do I need to be? Where do I need to be? I need to go down there. Let me go under the sea. Free chest. Also, the Zero tunic. No, I already got that. Welcome to Shane's highly intelligent test, or shit for short. What is 9 plus 10? 21? Is the Lake Bed Temple good? No. Is Wily a stinky doo-doo? No. Fantastic, you failed all the answers. My name is Shane, and I'm totally not biased. Give me. We have so much money at this point as well. I'm loving it. Perfect. Wee! Look at Link go. Silly bean. Oh. What do we get here? Do I finally get the boss key? Yes, this is, I think if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the section I was thinking of that was coming next. I think we're actually almost done already with this dungeon. We're just kind of... Oh, I love that. Link, do it. Oh, boom! I love that he does that. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. So glad those... Ow! I'm so glad those are not as big of a problem as they are in OOT. Oh, not? Yeah, I need to. Oh, fuck. Ow, 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 ow. Just go through, Link, go through. Link, just go up. I know, it's really hard. Thanks. So much money! Yeah, just swim up, Link. Where am I? So much money! We're drowning in it! We're getting the Malon Mart! What? Have you got the teleporting chicken yet? Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad that the wallet is massive and I turned that cheat on immediately. Ow. Cool. Let's get this out of the way because it's a bit annoying. Wrong time. And then I get money. I don't even need money. Oh, hey, heart. Oh yeah, I need to bomb this. Bomb, 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 whoop. Uh-oh. Double whammy. No, I'm not gonna get the... I'm not gonna get that now. I'm gonna get it afterwards. I don't need to shoot with the bow that much anyway. At the moment. I am not doing the right things. Money, heart, perfect. Speaking of, I think the way we can fix the series is by introducing a spin-off series called Paper Luigi, which follows the classic RPG formula while Paper Mario itself keep the weird. I think we should make Paper Zelda. That is my opinion. It is time. Oh, I know what I need to do. Yo, little fishies, ignore me, please. Wait, how do I... Oh... I went the wrong order. We're almost at the end of this dungeon, though, which is nice. Yeah, just let me through, mate. I'm not gonna... Arbitrary wait times in video games are stupid. Art piece, thank you. Ow. Hop! Let me swim through this. I swim down here, and then I swim back up. I hear something. There's a cool short video about Paper Zelda, actually. It's really cute. Yeah, I saw that, and that's why I was like, do Paper Zelda. That's cute. Everybody wants that. I'm so glad also that the in-game text is gone with like, oh, you picked up 10 rupees, you picked up 5 rupees. The amount of quality of life enhancements that this... Wait, how do I get, like, below there? I've been a viewer / fan for a while now. Good content, and TP is my fave. Glad to hear it, Absolute Prioritize. Also, I've seen you in streams before. I've seen you before. The Zelda rock video failed and Wily lost money. That is true. That is actually very true. That video didn't make that much money. Oh, I need to look up. Give me a second, everybody. I'm getting milk. Milk! Milk maxing! Lady! I need to get more milk. My milk is once again, I am out of milk. Oh, how milk does not last in my house. Het is een mirakel. Mirakel. Back. Milk fresh from the source. Hey, Absolute Prioritize. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I suggest we rob a farm and sell the milk we steal. Let's go to Romani Ranch and take all their shit. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about that part. Finally. We have reached the end, everybody! Woo! 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 Who would have thought that Wily would actually do it in a stream with time to spare? None of you did. I bet none of you believed that I could do it. None of you believed in me. How much is a cow? No, I don't want to buy the meat of a cow. I just want to buy the cow. Let's start off with baby cow. Kalf op runderen. What, you can just buy cows on Marktplaats? Alright, we can buy Texas Longhorn cow. Wait, here, chat. She dish. Is this just display capture? Yeah, it should be. Cool, look at this. We can buy this cow! How much is the cow? How much does the cow cost? We can buy this cow. Look. Pretty cool. Or we can buy $700 for 5 calves. When did he post this? $19th. Okay, yeah. All right, we can buy 5 cows. Going once, going twice. Sold. Whoop. Now watch him struggle with the boss, says Leonard. He's like, hee hee, ha ha, hoo, hoo. My name's Leonard, and I hope it all go wrong. Leonard, I will prove you the wrongest. Time to start saving up, boys. Holy cow, man! You can buy them? Yeah, of course. I live in the Netherlands. You don't want to know how many cows we have. More cows than people, almost. It's just like getting a bicycle. They are valueless. I was about to say, just grab them. Remember, they're really easy to get in this dungeon. I might not. Emmy, you keep forgetting that I do not want to be in this dungeon. I want to leave as fast as humanly feasible. Yeah, everybody, we're gonna buy a bunch of cows, and then as part of the channel, I'll live stream them roaming the pasture 24/7. I don't even know where the heart pieces are in this dungeon, I'm not gonna lie. Motherfuck. One is literally in the main room, the other just on the rotating room on the east side. Aye. Whoop. Which rotating room? Not this one, right? Shit. The main room chandelier, okay. Oh, and the other rotating room. Alright, let me have a look. Or Link becomes a wizard in Harry Potter. No, I don't want a Harry Potter Zelda crossover. My thalassophobia is coming up soon, the boss fight, with great mechanics to beat it. Morphle is a lot more fun than Morpha, in my opinion. And that has raised the water level high enough so I can reach the dough. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were here. Dickhead. Okay, chandelier. Aha. I see what you mean now. Little M. Whoop, whoop. Aha. Haha! I said, oh, wrong side. Haha! Oh, not Link! What the fuck? I swear, this boy is suicidal sometimes. The heart piece they're talking about you get by directing water to lifting up a bridge in the... Oh, yeah, I know which bridge. I know which bridge. Open chest, please. Dumb of ass. No, it's the game's fault. Oop. Let me see, which room was that again? Not that one. We need to go to this one, and I think it is... Or B1 even. No, it's B1, yeah. I need to go to B1. Where am I? I'm here. Oh. Oh, whoops. So yeah, it needs to be this side. So I need to basically that one. Ba, 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 na, 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 na. Fuck and off. So I need to do this. Wee little 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 little. Wee little little little. Bye. Little 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 little. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. The Krabby Patty secret formula. It is in my reach. Ah, yes, Mr. Krabs. The Krabby Patty secret formula. It is just in my reach. Oh, Krabs. The Krabby Patty secret formula. Uh-oh, but it is being guarded by Big Mouth to Big Mouth. Foolish animal. Oh my god, I got an extra heart piece. Oh, it's full house. But the little foes in this game are really easy. What if the secret formula was the friends we made along the way? Well, then Plankton really has no secret formula, now does he? The Krabby Patty. Big, huge patty. The crabs are the pads. The Krabby Patty. Secret crab. Secret Brad Pitt. Or Pratt. Well, what is that? What is that actor called? Like Pratt something. The guy from, I think if I remember correctly, Twilight? Okay, time to defeat Esguli. Esguli time, chat. Esguli time. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Doesn't Plankton have that robot with a hot voice? You mean Karen? And yes. Okay, we're gonna sip the rare choo-choo jelly, because that should give me a power boost, actually. Yep, I remember that correctly. And then we have 2 fairies, so we have a bit of a power boost in the beginning, and oh, more fuel. Oh, well, I already lost my power boost. That was that was much shorter than I thought it was. This is all I need. Robot Karen, yeah. Oh yeah, we first get the eyeball scene. Oh my god, it is an eyeball. Yeah, because Morpho was a bit kind of boring, yeah. And Morpheal's a lot more interesting. I don't care about the bombfish. Here, deal with it. Ow, no! reminder, you can hit the tentacle. Ow. Where's the eyeball? There is the eyeball. So annoying. Fuck. Yeah, no, it is heavily implied that more fat, more fuel are to an extent related. I made a video about this like ages ago. I really hate all these bomb fish, they're so annoying. Finally, phase 2. The more fun part of the fight. Oh, and it's a big, scary, spooky fish. Yeah! Kill him! Hope the camera is going wild. And hit him again! Ah, but more fuel isn't hard again though. Just like more fuel isn't hard either. After this, we get the big finale though, where Xanth shows up and Midna's like, I am sad, I am dying. Shit, every time. Not gonna lie, most of the bosses in this game are spectacle fights first and actual fights second. Well, I would say the first 2 boss fights have a lot, like this one is a lot more spectacle than actual fight. The first 2 had more mechanics and more active things going on. This fight is pretty easy, yeah. But the first 2 are more like proper fights. Only fights that feel like proper fights I think of are Ganon and Blizzetta. Well, Ganon especially, because Ganon is like, again, the Ganondorf fight in this game is like the best Ganondorf fight in the entire franchise. Still is. Because it has a cool it has like a cool Wolf Link Beast Ganon fight. You do a bit of the classic Ocarina of Time mechanics and boss fight elements with when he takes over Zelda. Then you have a very cool horse riding section, and then you have a really epic one-on-one duel showdown. Really is the best. I'll take that one, thanks. Now don't resent me for all you've put me through. I need this thing. Besides that, you have something about Xanth. He's one who thinks the King of Shadows. His power is a false one. I prove he's using these. Oh my god. So... Alright, everybody, let me jump into that portal. You don't have to go wolf against pig cannon. You can also use your bow and sword. I've never done that, to be honest. I should do that this time. I've never actually done that. Alright, everybody. Let's leave now. We've not forgotten about anything. We're completely fine, right? No, never mind. No. I've never clicked no. What is this inner chamber even? What is the Lake Bed Temple? What was its purpose? Why am I here? Am I only here just to suffer? Insert like Metal Gear Solid shit. Pig Ganon feels much more fun as Wolf though. Yeah, because it's messy. Midna already goes here. Sorry for dragging you around. Yeah, she starts to become a better person already. She's already kind of turning around. I had a dream of Link and Ganon fighting in Hyrule Field well before this game came out. So when I got to fight Ganon, I was amazed. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's genuinely fantastic. Again, like the video about Twilight Princess cinematography will be coming as well. That's actually a video I want to work on soonish. Uh-oh. We are here to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. This is meant to regulate water, clearly. This entire game is good when it comes to story, in my opinion. We're really gonna... ancient and wither power like this to turn it against me. You are a foolish traitor, Midna. I'm 100% gonna do the cinematography Twilight Princess video. And that's gonna be very loosely scripted. More just my ideas off the hat. Made it just in time for peak. Hell yeah, hero. Why do you defy your king? My king, you who do nothing but abuse the magic of your tribe, you must be joking. Power is our old magic. Now that is a joke. That fucking fast zoom on the head. This power is granted to be by my god. It is the magic of the king of Twilight, and you will respect it. Up! Up! Saw that? He did a little... He does lose aura when he removes the mask. Yeah, that is true. But that is kind of the point, though. That is kind of the cool thing about Zant. In the beginning, Zant is an incredibly intimidating villain. Like, menacing, stoic, cruel, all kinds of stuff. That beast is one of the light dwellers who oppress, and I very much like the whole angle that they go with like oppressor, oppressed, and that kind of thing, you know. But it's really clear in the end that Zant is just kind of like a megalomaniac, yeah, you know. That's kind of the cool thing. I like the twist in the end where you find out that Zant is not this grand, stoic, know-it-all, wise, powerful. Aura, like strong aura, that you just find out that Zant is kind of like just an insane megalomaniac. That he's just literally fucking insane. The boss fight with him is him just kind of going nuts and doing whatever. I covered this in an old video as well, but I quite like that contrast, where in the beginning he is this menacing, powerful, stoic, wise, yada yada yada, and then in the end he just turns out to be kind of an immature, insane megalomaniac. how much you desire otherwise. You will never be more than a shadow in their world. You cannot consort with their kind. But if we can make their world ours, midnight, light and darkness will meet at last. Our tribe will take back their realm. Sweet darkness will blot out this harsh light. Also, I really don't hate how he interacts with Midna. It's really fucking creepy. Yeah. Zant is a bully. Yeah, kinda. Zant's boss fight is the best fight in the game, in my opinion. I still like. He's just a dumb fuck with a power complex. Yeah, but to an extent, the stuff he says, you know, about like you trapped us as insects in a cage and blah blah blah. Those lines specifically. I think it also has some truth to it. Like, it has some interesting... Again, this game has, in many ways, this game was supposed to be like a... I hate his mouth. Yeah, no, it's gross, right? It's kind of gross. It's very gross. But I love that. There are many parallels between Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, because Twilight Princess was supposed to be a spiritual successor. And in Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf was very much motivated, which, again, is reconfirmed, extra confirmation of this in the Wind Waker. He was very much motivated because his people were also kind of doomed to live in the sandbox in the desert, poor and like not well off, you know, while the Hylians were able to bask in the glory of having the best pieces of land, the most fertile grounds, etc., etc. And the Twilight are very similar in many ways. They were also doomed to kind of a forever prison. Yeah, no, that was not teeth that you were looking at. That was not teeth. That was like slime. Like webbing, like slime webbing from like saliva. Just gross. I know, just kidding. Yeah, Kyle, what do your teeth look like, huh? Huh? Teeth reveal. My name is Zant. And it's me and the band. Agreed, Doctor. I love Zant and his art. Yeah, it's really cool. I think Zant is genuinely one of the better villains they've written. Like, his motives are understandable. His entire character, his entire arc, his motives, the reason why he behaves like he does, you know, it fits very well with everything. From the world building to the... Go to the princess. From the world building to the reason why he behaves like he does, you know, because he's kind of a Nepo baby. You gotta remember that. Zant is also a bit of a Nepo baby. But the fact that he's kind of pissed off in the end also makes a lot of sense. You know? Because Zant was promised the throne. He was promised a lot of stuff. And he lived his entire life towards that. And then it gets taken away from him. You know, that kind of stuff. Midna's Lament, yeah, one of the best tracks in the game. Twilight Princess is... Oh, really? I need to make a love letter Twilight Princess video soon. But in many ways, if I would have to describe Zant's story arc and kind of the vibe that he has, it is very similar to Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Zant is in many ways very similar to Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Maui! greatest. Mowage. This game pales in comparison to the masterpiece that is Link's crossbow training. Fact. I gotta try to get the funds for Switch 2 before price hike in OOT remake. 100% brother, because it's coming soon. Okay, I'm supposed to go up here, right? Okay, how do I just... Ow, no. I need to get in here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh my god, you're Link. I'm a bit puzzled as to why you look like that. Really, dear, you can't blame the humans for tossing you out the way you look. You certainly are a curious soul. Cunty ass cat. No, the cat just has sounds. It's just like the owner. Has a bit of twang. Son of a bitch. Nintendo pushing people for waiting for OT remake with the price hike, lol. Well, I mean, they can't really do anything about it. I'm not gonna lie. GoldenEye. As somebody who has... As somebody who's like, who does like investment stuff for a living, it is oh my god. It is impossible to get your hands on anything. Because so many computer parts are just being swallowed by the AI boom, you know? The postal. I am consumed by greed long ago and sold my soul to a dark creature that did this to me. I can't go see my girlfriend. My pet cat Gangle is frozen on my head. I don't think I'd be more miserable. I should do a video about this guy as well. I'm gonna write that down because I think it would be interesting to do a video about like this dude. Postal guy, Twilight Princess. That should be enough. Yeah, it's very time consuming and it's not really worth it. The only good thing about it is you kind of become invincible. That's the only interesting thing you can do with that reward, because you get so much money as well, you know, and then with the whatchamacallit armor. Look how big these motherfuckers are. So scary. Whoa. He got cursed like the Skulltulus family. Yeah, but like... his curse is especially interesting. Because the pose took his soul, you know. It kind of fits with a theory, like, with the video I recently did about monsters in Zelda games. Cool. To be honest, you gotta get so much money in the late game. Magic armor is essentially free as long as you don't worry 24/7. True. It got cursed, but instead of becoming a sculpture, it became gold. Interesting theory possibilities. Yeah, and just like in an older video, I said like a lot of people like with the pose. There's a lot of assumption that the pose are like somebody dies, they get stuck in between, and so they become a Poe, and in the lantern is their own soul. But in a recent video, I said it could also very well be that in a lot of cases, the Poe is kind of a creature who lives in the in-between, who lives in purgatory and captures people in the lantern with where the souls goes, you know, that take too long to cross from A to B, and then they get captured and are stuck in the middle, being captured by the Poe. Because it's clear that Poe's souls hold a level of like power. Especially in different games with Poe souls being valuable or allowing for upgrades or other things, you know? Like, they have a use case. They have a value. And here again, we see that this guy made a dark deal with some creature, and who stole his soul? It was the Poe, basically, you know? So it could be something interesting. But I covered this in the most recent video, so if you haven't seen that one yet, it's about like a lot of the cool monsters in the Zelda games. It's the most recent video on the channel. It was uploaded this weekend. According to the YouTuber Quest with Aaron, Poes are a product of dead people whose souls died filled with hatred, darkness, resentment. He learned this from translating the Japanese versions. Yeah, true. That's the reason why they get stuck in like in-game translation. But I think another interesting take of how these Poes function is that instead of them being stuck there due to resentment, it could be that they were captured, you know? Whoa, did you see that? That guy just disappeared. Yeah, no, that is very true, Oris Jag. The modern Zelda games are a lot more minimalistic when it comes to music. A lot more minimalistic. I think that will change in future games, though, because they already said that they were mostly minimalistic with the music because it just fit, you know? Bye. It was mostly for Breath of the Wild they did that. And that design decision kind of carried through into the Kingdom. In the Japanese version of the game, some people can die filled with yaki, Japanese for evil energy. Their yaki allows them to persist in the world of the living as evil spirits. And through the door we go. I've seen your video this weekend. It was great. But one theory you covered I've never thought of before is, what did the hand of the wall monster come from? I'm intrigued now. Yeah, that was a good one, right? Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, where does this hand come from? It's a question I never asked, and a question that I never saw anybody else cover or answer. So that's why I was especially like, oh. That kind of like the idea of where did the hand of the wall master, you know, where does it come from? It's just a detached hand, but was it ever attached to something? That's where that entire video started off, with that idea. That's how that video started. I too would like to resurrect as a rage bait kick streamer when I die. Yes! Okay, I need to wait for the wind. Okay, the cargo rock here is just gonna get mostly ignored. Later. I said later. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, like Andrew says, post fun ideas. If you have any ideas for like videos that I should cover, I bet you can pull an all-nighter. You should pull an all-nighter. No! I'm not gonna pull an all-nighter. I got stuff to do tomorrow as well. There are other videos. I got like Dio's editing a video. There's another video that I want to edit. And I want to do some more content this week as well. Those Wallmaster hands probably came from Ash's hand from Evil Dead, and they copied themselves and grow bigger. Honestly, I kind of thought about that for a hot second as well, because I do love Evil Dead. Rambam. Oh, whoops! I hit my mic. So odds potential out. Alright, cool. Which Zelda game has the best cows? Zelda cow up. That's such a fucking Annie Austin type video, but you know what? Crazy era. But I'm gonna change it from best cow to farm. Because then you can compare like Romani Ranch to Lon Ranch to Ordon to, you know? Because there are so many farms in the games. Did you pass out? You okay? No, I just answered text real quick. Well, you're about to get the Master Sword and then you get the Hawk Mask. That is true. Annie Austin is awesome too. Yeah, he does pretty good vids. Pretty good. He does a style of video that I would also potentially do at some point. I've thought about that. Because I am very much a very descriptive type person. So, like, it would actually be funny to green screen myself into actual, like, the world of Zelda and Mario and just talk about random shit. Zelda is the metal detector. But I would also, like, I have considered for a little bit that I would also try, like, that it would be fun to make videos like that as well. Just kind of random off topics. I mean, for example, with the video talking about the cinematography of Twilight Princess, I was like, it would be so cool to just get a green screen and then use this camera and then cut myself out so I could just be like, I could just literally, you know, that I could literally just, like, you know, a whole cutscene, you know, of Twilight Princess, and I just, like, basically walk into frame. That would be kind of funny, right? I thought, especially for the Twilight Princess cinematography video, I thought it'd be so cool if I could just like get a like fold out like green screen and just green screen myself in, and just walk around as I talk about like the cutscene or point at certain things. Oh, Dio, you have an old green screen laying around? Ooh. This again, look at this cinematography. Oh shit, whoops. Look at the cinematography. Look at this angle. Look at this slow pan of the camera. She's kind of dressed like chic, don't you think? Yep, 100%. But she is kind of disguising herself as well. But, alright, hear me out, chat. Alright, hear me out, chat. She gives the Triforce piece of wisdom to Midna to resurrect, save Midna. That's also why she gets captured by Ganondorf and taken over, because without the Triforce piece, she's susceptible. But that does mean that Midna used, when she confronts Ganondorf, used, unless I'm forgetting something near the end, that means that she used both the Fused Shadow and the Triforce Piece of Wisdom together and confronted Ganondorf and still lost. How? What? You saw that? You saw the head wiggle? No. Or does she give the wisdom piece back before she... Yeah, she returns the Triforce to Zelda. I know exactly. That's what I was doubting about. I wasn't sure if she did or didn't. Or that I'm just like assuming it. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the golden Triforce, the little gem piece around the castle. Oh yeah, now I have to run all the way there. Wait, no, I can just teleport, right? Yeah, I can warp. None of that. I love how Zelda has the Triforce Wisdom, yet in most games she and Link get tricked by Ganon. I love how she has basically Wikipedia, but she's too stupid to use. Big board. I can't. I don't have anything for you, big bird. Monkey! Look at some monkey. Uh-oh! But it is the scary little guys. Boom. You're safe, monkey. Monkey. Look at that overbite. Monkey. New screensaver. Look at those maulers. Look at those teeth. God damn, you're ugly. This monkey. This monkey. Monkey do. This is a pretty good monkey. Little monkey got overbite. Those teeth are whiter than Bobby Firmino's. Yeah, those teeth were white though. I don't know what toothpaste she using, but that whitener doing wonders. Who put these here? Whee! Okay, cool. What am I missing? I'm missing a single note. Where's the note? Thank you. Most people say that Skull Kid in this game is the same as the one from OT and MM, but is that the case? Where's Tattle and Tail, and why isn't he in Termina? That's a lot of questions that have not been answered. I recently made a video about it, about the tragic rise of the Skull Kid. But there are many references that truly connect them together, like the Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time one and this one. But there are also many theories surrounding the fact that he is dead in this game because he has a Poe lantern and very similar abilities to a Poe at times. So the idea is that Skull Kid is kind of a cursed creature, and the Skull Kid in this game is like the dead, like Poe called cursed creature. Ook mini boss in temple is Mido. I'm sure it's the same Skull Kid because he is dead and he got a lantern. Yeah, 100%. Jesus Christ, Wily. No, I just hard cracked that safe, brother. But we're actually going through the game pretty fast, to be honest. And this wolf is our OOT and MM link. Yep. Again, Twilight Princess was supposed to be a spiritual successor to Ocarina of Time. This is why, story-wise, these games are also kind of similar. Many story beats that are kind of similar. This is so good, this is so good, this is so good. Oh my eyes. Ta da ta ta da ta ta da ta. Woo, 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 woo. Cool. Thank you. Mana. Like a link to the past, a link between worlds. Yep. Uh-oh, here comes Big Lantern Man.
And now he has little puppet men. And they're like, knibbel, knubbel, knausje, wie eet er aan mijn huisje? Come on then.
Whoop. Whoop. Losers. Lose air. Lose air. Lose air. Lose air. Got him. There he goes. Look at him with his small little dangly little legs. And then he went this way, if I remember correctly. Yep. Now I need to climb all the way up. Ignore all the spooky men. Oh no, he's not here yet. Then he's there. Oh wait. Whoop. I need to climb up here, yeah. Look at him go. Run, run. Now I need to climb all the way up there, I think. I'm just ignoring all these little men. I'm not gonna deal with them. I'm here for the fat little skull kid. Boop. Look at him run with his short little legs. Those could be Deku Link's instruments, the horns. I don't know necessarily about that. Okay, now I have to do the actual Konko boss fight. Look, he's pissed. Making the earth shake. I wish I had that flute. That would be so hard. Fucking, come on! I was about to say. Why are you running? Wait for the kids to start summoning more Pow Pits. Emmy, don't tell me what to do. I'm too stubborn to listen to your commands. Your unreasonable commands.
Me. Mr. YouTuber man.
Got him. Yeah, but I was trying to do, well, refusing to listen to women. Yeah, of course. Never listen to women. I despise them, actually. Can we just do the move? Yes. What's ever happened to the Dekus, by the way? We only ever see them in the downfall timeline after OOT. Yeah, what happens to the... Well, the Deku... Let me think. The Deku are in the downfall timeline. So that's all good. The child timeline... They're not really seen in the child timeline, no. Well, the Four Swords games. And in the adult timeline, I mean, it kind of makes sense because the entire world just kind of became water. But yeah, the Deku kind of disappeared. But they're still in the child timeline, just not in Twilight Princess for some reason. Oh, well. Bye, Rupe. Now I guess I am Rupor. Uh-oh, my least favorite puzzle. Wait, Deku Scrubs are in the Wind Waker? Wait, son of a bitch. Deku Squabs. No, they're not in the game at all. Alright. I am, for sanity's sake, I am going to... Because there is a very fast way of doing this puzzle, and I am going to look that up. Because if I make the wrong move at the beginning, like, well, you can reset it at any time, that is true. But I've done this puzzle many a times before, and I'm not going to refigure it out again, because, obviously, I don't remember. Master... Sword... Puzzle... TP... Here we go. Okay. Left. Down. I bet all of you really wanted me to get stuck on this for like 100 years, but we're not gonna do that. Up. Left. Up. Up. Left. Down. Down. Right. And up. Perfect. This way we get to the point. I heard some people theorize this puzzle was created by the Zonai before it was repurposed by the Seven Sages. I mean, it could be. Nowadays, especially like with the glowing blue robot things that are also in this game, we can connect it to a lot of like Sheikah or Zonai stuff. Although, again, I don't really like the Zonai. I don't hope the Zonai retcon is going to be, like, big. Fair, this puzzle sucks. It took me, like, 30 minutes without a guide. Yeah, same. This puzzle, without a guide, this puzzle takes forever. And I've done that 3 times in my life. Like, just raw dogging that puzzle. So, this time around, I'm just going to take the shortcut. It's 11, by the way. Yeah. We're doing this, and then we're. And now we can shove this shard straight into your skull and lobotomize you at any point, Link. It's pretty cool. What do you dislike about the Zonai aside from the retconning? I just don't think the Zonai are that interesting. I just don't think the Zonai are that interesting. I'm just very bored by it all. And and Tears of the Kingdom was just kind of a bad start when it comes to like lore and storytelling in so many ways. And I just don't like the whole alien space goat thing. Netherlands versus Morocco in 4 hours. I think I'll sleep. Bro, me and a group of friends, we all put €10. We originally wanted to do this through Polymarket, but Polymarket is banned in the Netherlands, and even if you use a crypto wallet, they block the IP. But the original plan was to... And now we're doing it through like a betting website. We bet 10, like as a group, like 7 of us in total. We bet €10 each that the Netherlands will win the World Cup. I know, chances of it are very low, but we just thought, fun bet. And it's only €10. And if we win, we get 15 times our money.
What can you... Hey, what do you need? You need what? Oh. What can I handle if I pure truth?
Hello, Yas. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, Link the Great is just fucking around, I think. But it'd be nice to Shane. All forms of gambling are illegal here, except sports betting, which is kind of funny. Yeah, which is the most popular type of betting. Quickly, put it back in the pedestal and go back in time 70 years. I mean, it's a lose situation for the country. If Morocco loses, Moroccans in the Netherlands riot. If Morocco... Yeah, no, that is exactly how it goes in the Netherlands. If you ever wondered about that, if Morocco wins against the Netherlands, then it will be disastrous, you know, because then one side will be pissed about it, and like this always happens. But I personally, if I had to choose, yeah, because I know how it goes and what annoys me more than anything else. I kind of hope that. The Netherlands wins against Morocco, just because if Morocco wins against the Netherlands in the World Cup, I will not be able to sleep. Because then they're just going to drive around in cars the entire evening and just open window with Moroccan flags and shout like crazy and honk the horn constantly. That's what they're going to do. That's what they always do when Morocco wins at soccer or anything, really. And it's really fucking annoying. And I wish they would stop doing that. Because I just try, and especially because the match is at like 2 a.m. So when will they be like going, when will they be doing that at like 3, 4 a.m.? Come on, man. My neighbors are from Morocco, and I'm pretty sure they went to bed during the day. So they are likely going to be screaming at 3 a.m. when the game starts. Yes! Because this always happens. And it's really hellish annoying. And at least if the Netherlands wins with anything, we don't go in the streets and get in our cars and start honking like mad. For us, that's not that big of a cultural thing. But for Moroccan people, for some reason... But now we can also, like, now getting the getting the thing for the horse is useless because we can just warp anywhere. But I think I'm going to. Why is this still labeled, by the way? Like the little purple thing here. Anyway, I think we're gonna go to Kakariko, get some stuff, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream. And people wonder why they dislike Moroccans. Yeah, it's not great when they do that. And I know a lot of people don't really like that too much. What do you think of the OOT remake? Do you think the game needed a remaster or remake? I don't necessarily think the game needed a remaster or remake. Aside from that, I am optimistic though. I think it could be very good for the community and the franchise and everything. And I think they could really... do some cool stuff with it. So I'm curious about it. I'm cautiously optimistic. Oh yeah, whoops. Whoops. We visiting the evil child once more? Of course. But first we're gonna go to Colin. Where's Colin? I will, Dio, I will. Do you think we'll have time to get the Hawk Mask? Yeah, probably. Bucky, I heard from the shaman that Ilya might be able to get her memory back. Yeah, and the Zora boy opened his eyes. I thought those were both pretty great things. But Ilya and the Zora boy seem pretty sad still. Okay. Let me kill the boy. Show me the baby. What the fuck? Where is the baby? Also, what's the shadow? What the shadow be doing? Where is the baby? Oh, yes! Idiot. The remake is going to be an opportunity for Nintendo to fix the problems with Tears of the Kingdom. I don't hope so. Javier, that would probably be my worst outcome. Well, oh, in that way. Oh, okay, cool. No, I thought you meant in a way that the Ocarina of Time story is going to be altered so it complements Tears of the Kingdom. Let me go to the boy. Show me the baby. Also, it's interesting to see how Link also goes from... Like, you can see that the Ordon sword is a lot smaller than the Master Sword. The Master Sword is a much longer sword than the Ordon sword. I gotta tell him his mum's dead. Get out of my way. Yeah, I get the earring from this guy, remember that. That's my 13th reason why if they shove Zonai shit in it. Yeah, it really sucks. I really hope they don't be like, the Zonai were actually there all along, you know, and they're gonna retcon the whole series with it. I would kind of despise that. My mother came to me in a dream and showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate. One named Bucky. I must thank you for all you've done. Is there anything you could please tell me, please? Oh, yeah, no, I only need to go here as soon as I need to reek fish. That's when he'll give me the earring. Do you think the OOT remake will cost 70? It's crazy how Metroid Prime Remastered is the only game with improved graphics that costs 40. Yes, I think it will cost 70. Maybe even 80. It's just clearly new industry standard. And it kind of makes sense, because you got to remember with a lot of these companies, if they're raising prices, they're not really, they can't really decide not to do it. Because especially a lot of PC stuff is kind of scarce. And arguably also for Japan, yeah, I love them to death, but their economy is fucked. Their economy is as screwed as it can be. A young one in trouble in Castletown is stuck standing there and he cannot get any hot spring water. Alas, perhaps his fortunes will turn. It looks like the Malamart is raising money to repair the bridge. This is a fine thing, my brother. Yeah, how much do I need? The Master Sword probably counts as a bastard sword, honestly. Yeah, because it's like such an in-between size. The Master Sword is so big in Twilight Princess. You can already see it, you know, like, it sticks out so much more. A lot more. Reliable source that shops in are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Fear not, brother. The Mellomart has proposed that townspeople relief plans answer to the limitations of the common man. Repair the broken bridge linking to East Castle Town to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2. Buy the Castle Town shop and sell products to have the town at reduced prices. You've heard it me right, brother. The problem is, however, the finance are... How much do they need again? Wait, do I need anything from here? Where do you buy the Hawk Mask again? You buy it here, right? But I think, wait. I want to get the Hawk Mask first. I think I gotta impress them with the bow for it. Wait. How do I get up there again? Oh yeah, I need to go through the bomb shop, I think. Yeah, the tower first, to trigger the minigame, yeah. I was already thinking about that. Wait, Gyorg, it's only 1,200 rupees? That's nothing. That's much less than I thought it was. I thought it was so much more. Let me up. Or do I need to go with a ladder? What was it again? What's in here? GTA 6 releases on November 19th, 21, and pre-orders are happening right now. Will you buy the game for 80? Nope. I don't really care about GTA. Not really. Like, I like the older GTA games. Yeah, San Andreas and Vice City, but I don't necessarily care about GTA 5 or... I played it a bit, but not much. Okay. I love how this child will also stand next to this target. Way too high. Yes.
Quick, shoot the demon baby. Okay.
Oh, exactly in the top of it. Whoop. Okay. Let me see if I can get it now. No, San Andreas back in the day. Yeah, no, I love San Andreas. San Andreas is great. Allows you to see distant objects through the eyes of a hawk. Okay, and then I'm gonna donate 900 bucks to this. Cool. I like both themes. This theme has more like pan flute type inspirations. Yes! The best. I love this scope so much. It's so cool that you get a scope. Fast enough, idiot. We got the sniper, boys! And with that, we are going to end the stream. I already listed all the stream events for the week. So tomorrow we're gonna play Banky Kang, and then on Wednesday we're gonna continue with Twilight Princess, because I think we can actually bang out Twilight Princess pretty fast. We're going at a really fast pace. We've done 4 streams and we're already like 40% through the game, which is kind of crazy. We've done the first 3 dungeons. Everything after this will SS Sniper Wily's? No, not SS Sniper Wolf. She's the worst. Everybody despises that woman. Anyway, lovelies, thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Be sure to check out the video that I uploaded this weekend if you haven't yet. I hope you join us tomorrow for the stream. Same time, same place. I started around 3 hours ago and I'm quitting now. Same time, same place tomorrow. We're going to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, which we're also we're getting far with. Beth has godlike reflexes, I know, right? Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for the people who donated, like Andrew, Werewolf Andrew, and Luke. I appreciate, and Absolute Prioritize. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. All right? Cool. Bye, lovelies.